If today were your last day on earth, what, if anything, would you do differently? Hello friends, my name is Fred, and I'm not talking about the song by Nickelback, but I'm asking a real question here for you to hopefully take some time to reflect upon and see how you'd live your life. You know, I was watching the funeral of the late Queen Elizabeth and watching people file past her casket in Westminster Hall, the hundreds of thousands of people who were filing past, and almost everyone stopping and looking at her and taking a bow and then moving on. There were very sad faces. There were some that were stoic. There were some that were wiping tears. And I can't really help but wonder if there were any amongst that crowd who perhaps didn't like her as a queen or as a monarch. But then, now that she's gone, we're feeling remorse, so we're there to pay their last respects. And even watching the hundreds of thousands of people that were lined just by the streets, just waiting to catch a glimpse of her hearse as she was being taken to her final resting place in Windsor. And I can't also help but think about the rift between Prince Harry and Prince William, all the royal issues and the differences and all of that we're dealing with. But then having to see them unite as one, as a family, to mourn their grandmother, their mother, the great-grandmother, and also a queen. You know, life has an interesting way of bringing us together. In this case, we're seeing a nation coming together in unity, in solidarity, in love and strength. We're seeing a family come together in unity, in love and solidarity to pay their last respects to their beloved queen. And I wonder, friends, how many of us also go through life holding on to things that would have loved to do. Perhaps maybe love a little stronger, hug someone a little tighter, be less critical, be less bitter, be more accommodating, but miss out on that opportunity to do that until they're no longer here. If we knew that today were our last day on earth, what, if anything, would we do differently? If you knew that that person that you're holding that grudge against, if you knew that that person that you're being so critical of, if you knew that that person that you're choosing not to forgive had only one day to live, what, if anything, would you do differently? So I'm sharing this video, friends, to challenge us, to get us to think a little differently, to get us to be a little bit more kind, a little bit more loving, a little less critical, a little bit more understanding, a little bit more forgiving, a little bit more sympathetic, a little bit more empathetic. And we're not saying that we gloss over issues or challenges or things that they may have done to us, but it's simply just choosing, in spite of all their imperfections, to choose to be a little more kind and cherish and love and adore and unify whilst we have the gift of life. Thank you for watching, my friends. And until next time, think on these things.